In this week's Sports Star Spotlight, we're going to meet one of the best prospects in the Washington, D.C. area. David Ojiegbe is an easy player to root for, and there are a lot of people who do. He's born here in the U.S., but he has a large family supporting him in Nigeria. It's his family history that has inspired him to be such a dedicated student-athlete.
Huge family. My mom had 10 siblings. Yeah, so a huge family. All my family's back home right now. They're always looking at me, watching pictures, praying for me, just always wishing I'm doing good. So I always say thank you. I love everybody back home. Even though they haven't seen me all the time, they always wanted me to do good. So I just want to say thank you to everybody back home. So of course, I'm definitely connected to them. I always like going back to Nigeria and seeing my family, eating the cultural food, doing the cultural dances. Very nice just being from Nigeria and having that culture background.
When you see David and where he is, it's important that you know that he got that work ethic from his mom.
She grew up with like a lot of hard things in Nigeria. It wasn't always the best place, but she always fought her hardest and found her way to America, like creating me a good life for me and my brother. So I definitely loved always going back and hearing about Nigeria.
As great as he is on the football field, it's not the only thing he focuses on. Education is something he and his family take seriously, which is why he attends St. John's College High School. The school has been around since 1851 and has a long tradition of vigorous academics in addition to a strong athletic department.
These past 4 years since I've been here, it's just been growing every day, growing as a man, as a student, and as an athlete. They're going to push you to your highest levels, and just you're going to learn a lot about life, about your sports, about your teachers. You got to just have a good head on your shoulders, come in ready to work in the classroom and on the field. My mom doesn't play about it at all, so she sees me lacking. She's always on top of me. She always wanted me to be a doctor, so she's always on top of me, saying stay focused, stay focused. Football is good, but academics come first too.
For me, I think any great player has an internal drive, and that's something I saw from him. Intrinsically motivated to be great would be something that I saw from him early on, and he modeled his behavior after guys in front of him that he wanted to be like.
David is a 6'3", 235-pound edge rusher. His blend of speed and power is almost an impossible matchup at the high school level.
He's a blend of power and speed, which you don't always see. Like a lot of times you'll see guys who get up the field and really rush a passer and, maybe are not as stout as him. To me, he plays the run as well as he plays the pass. And I think as a football guy, that's what you don't always see. David will stuff you in a trash can if you're not careful.
Just very aggressive, very relentless. Never gonna give up on a play. Just always chasing after the ball, always getting after the quarterback. Very relentless. Like when I play with a lot of passion. So I just let it out on the field and just ball out, play my hardest every play.
Within the walls of the St. John's Athletics facility, everyone knows he's a great teammate who wants to inspire those around him.
He is a caring person. Like he truly cares about others. I'm not saying he's soft. There's a whole nother layer to him as a person. I think to me that's the really cool thing. Like you get to know him. I think just sitting down and talking to him, you're like, he's not the everyday typical jock. There's more depth to him, and I think that to me it speaks volume about how he was raised, but also the type of person he is.
I like to just motivate other people and just try to bring that passion to other people. Like a lot of people have hidden passion, hidden secrets they don't have in them. I want to bring that out of them, let them express it on the field. I like to motivate my teammates, motivate people around me that you can do it. Don't ever be down on yourself. Always be yourself. Always have that fire in you. Let that fire out of you. Especially when you're on the field, especially in the classroom. Just stay motivated, stay positive.
David is committed to the Clemson Tigers because the culture there felt a lot like what he's come to love about his current home at St. John's.
When I got there, I felt just very welcomed. I felt the faith, I felt the family, how everybody was treating everybody like family. Football was very important, but being a better man and being a better leader was very important too. Coach Dabo Swinney emphasizes being the best man you can be every day and being the best person you can be every day, which I want to become a better man and a better football player. So I feel like being in his hands can definitely bring me to that next level.
Long term, David wants to make it to the highest level. And if he is fortunate enough to make it that far, he would like to use his NFL earnings to help others both here and back in Nigeria.
I'd definitely like to make it to the NFL by the grace of God and just take care of my family and to be able to open up multiple businesses and go back to Nigeria and give back to Nigeria and help fix Nigeria too and fix where I came from. Nigeria doesn't have public schools, so going to Nigeria and like a regular high school, middle school, elementary school, you have to pay for schools. A lot of these kids are growing up, they're in poverty, so they can't pay for schools, so they're very illiterate. So going back to Nigeria, I want to help build public schools that have very good programs, good academic programs, so these kids can bloom and become great people.
He wants to be great, and I think he'll do really well at Clemson, and even if you go into the NFL and you play for 10 years, you're 34 years old, so what are you going to do for the rest of your life? So that's something that we talk about a lot, and I think he has a plan.
A man with a plan and the drive and support to make it happen. David Ojiegbe has everything he needs to make a difference on and off the football field. Thanks for checking out Sports Stars of Tomorrow on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and please subscribe to our channel so you see all of the latest content.